Kenapa saya jatuh? Because I ignored the operation part. I ignored other thing except sales and marketing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today on the Usahawan Kita podcast, we're very grateful, very honored, very privileged to have Tuan Hanif Azmi with us. I've known Hanif for God knows how long. I think it's at least 10 years. And he is an extremely inspiring entrepreneur. I've seen his growth from 10 years ago up to now. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. Especially, like when you see that kind of exponential growth where it's where in the beginning it seems gradual, but then when all of that knowledge gets compounded and gets applied, and it just skyrockets and hockey sticks like after 8 or 7 years, it's just it's a marvel to watch. Hanif is the founder of Annems Consulting. I believe it's a company that helps other companies, other businesses implement very specific strategies to help them scale to the next level. And when I say scale to the next level, I mean like an increase in profits or increase in revenue. We're talking about 20x, 10x, 20x, this kind of exponential growth. Hanif, welcome.
Thank you, Faz. Thank you, Afiq.
No problem.
Maybe the best thing I think for us to start is I'm very sure my introduction hasn't really done him justice. Maybe Hanif, you can tell us a little bit about what you do right now.
Right now, apa yang saya buat adalah saya membantu syarikat-syarikat yang dah bersedia untuk ke satu tahap yang kita panggil growth stage untuk kita implement the right structure, the right system, the right people, the right culture, supaya syarikat mereka, bisnes mereka boleh bertahan lama, boleh kalau dipanggil is a well-oiled engine that can run, boleh diteruskan tanpa perlu ada founder yang memulakan perniagaan tu berada kat situ lagi. So, and apa yang membuat saya buat ni berbeza adalah saya akan pergi ke office mereka. I will stay there, I will observe and study all their processes, and I help them to fix and also introduce a lot of strategies to grow the business to the next levels. That's what I do.
Awesome. That's really fantastic. So, already when you say, actually at least when I say, right, based on what I know of what he does, he helps companies grow their revenues, their profits, 20x, 10x, and so on and so forth. But what makes it even more exciting is what he said at the end, is where the founders don't need to be in the company. They don't need to be in the office all the time. They could be in Thailand enjoying a holiday,
Yeah, that's true.
and not having to worry about whether the company is falling apart without them being in it, right? So tell me a little bit about how you got into this business.
Cerita ni bermula I think since 2009. Yeah, I started my so-called entrepreneurial journey by, I think like most of people, kita join benda yang paling tabu in Malaysia. Kan? Rasa-rasa apa Fas? Benda the most tabu business in Malaysia.
I know this because I also started that way. I started seriously getting into business when I joined the network marketing company. Kalau nak cakap tabu, MLM company.
Yes. So kita mula join MLM company. Masa tu tengah belajar sebagai final year student University Technology Petronas. At that particular time, I know what I don't want to be. I don't want to be an engineer.
So you knew what you didn't want to be.
Yes, but I don't know what I want to be.
Ni macam cerita sama. I heard the same story with another guest. Exactly the same story. Yeah.
I'm very clear. I don't want to be an engineer. But the biggest problem is I don't know what I really want to be. So then whatever opportunity that stumbled upon me, memang I grabbed the opportunity, and at the same time I know what I don't want to be, and I also know one thing. I want to make money. Okay, I want to make money, and I think the fastest and so-called or perceived the easiest way to make money is by doing multi-level marketing. So that's how I started my journey, and Alhamdulillah dalam masa 6 bulan saja, and first 3 months I do the MLM while I'm completing my final year student journey in my college, university. So part time. Then I finish my last day of college, I terus full swing. So basically in the next 3 months as a student, started with part time, I'm able to make profit of 25 to 30,000 ringgit Malaysia. Just a month.
Wow.
Profit, not sale.
Profit.
Clean into my bank account.
Imagine what that would do for a fresh graduate, right? Like
I can
you're making
imagine.
$20,000. I haven't graduated yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're making
Finishing
$20,000 ringgit.
Belum
And
convo lagi.
belum
Belum
convo dah
Yeah.
20-30 ribu. Why would you want to look for a job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Would you
And
even
I
show up to the
came-
convo?
To when I showed up to my convocation, I drove Mercedes E-Class Avantgarde panoramic roof.
Oh, that one at the car park.
outside
That
there.
one.
It's not here today.
No, it's not here today.
It's not
That's
here
right.
today. We took a grab here.
Yeah, that's right.
Tapi dia ada tapi dia. Dia ada tapi dia.
Always ada tapi dia.
Kusangkakan hujan sampai ke petang kusangkakan panas sampai ke petang, rupanya hujan di tengah hari. So sama macam mana-mana MLM, bila dia dah sampai to a stage, bila the focus of the business has changed from promoting the good product to headhunting to recruitment game, then any MLM will start to fall down. Even that MLM has fantastic product, because people cannot get the benefit of the product, and people start to focus on headhunting. We call it a headhunting game.
Yeah.
So then the company collapsed. I still have money that time. I always believe success requires process. So that process, like too fast enjoying a comfortable lifestyle, that made me became I became an arrogant person. I have, at the age of 20 plus, before 30, I thought my life was a success. And I have massive confidence. I thought the next journey, what I touch will turn into gold too. So confidently, I purchased a ice cream factory.
Oh.
Yeah. Without understanding about the business, without doing proper, we call it feasibility study. Like I have so much confidence in me that
You just
I was
decided
successful
and
before doing it.
Arrogant lah. I mean, everything I touch will turn into gold, right? Like, it's like, okay lah. I mean,
because you're operating on a high.
do you have any experience running an ice cream business,
zero,
let alone a
zero.
factory?
I don't even have any experience running any businesses.
Only just that.
Only just
But
MLM. MLM is not a business.
What made you buy an ice cream factory specifically?
Specifically because I was informed, when I was looking for another challenge. So at that particular of time, I was introduced to this previous owner, like current owner of the business, and dia cakap lah, okay, I have this factory business, the prospect is good, we have order from China, we are going to export the best durian ice cream to China with all the number. So I thought it was a shortcut, right? Okay, the number is ready and all, okay. Nampak macam very quite convincing. So then I started the business with my family. My father-in-law came in, both of us, we agreed to start the business. Initially, the focus is to export durian ice cream to China. and pendek cerita, the deal went off. We couldn't find a way to penetrate China market. Okay, as those who learn or study business, we must have what we call a cut loss.
Yes.
So when that deal that's supposed to bring in the money, that particular way to bring in the revenue cannot proceed, so we need to do the cut loss.
Yep.
But I thought I could find other way to grow the business. So okay lah, kalau kata kita tak boleh jual dekat China, kita jual lah kat Malaysia. Not knowing how to market the product and all, we just do kita try follow business model used by ice cream supplier, the giant one, the Nestle and all, like okay, this is what they do, let's do that. So we bought masa tu berapa, I think berpuluh-puluh jugalah freezer, ice cream peti ice cream.
Okay.
Kan. So then I start to do cold approach to all kedai runcit.
Okay.
Kan, nak ice cream saya tak? Ice cream saya best. Door to door, like kita ada ice cream durian, bla 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 bla. Lepas tu semua cakap mahal. Of course lah, kita ni
Quality kan?
Bukan quality, small business. So the cost
don't have the economies of scale.
We don't have the economy of scale. Kan, kita beli semua barang kecil compared to all the giant. So when they do the price comparison, very hard to push because we offered quite the same type of ice cream. They don't know the quality until they taste it.
Yes.
So I think then I realised actually the problem is in the business model. Sebab the only way to sell ice cream that I use is to put an ice cream box into other people's shop. And so we started with focusing on halal market. Halal means kedai runcit halal. Kan, because kita masa tu USP konon halal. And we don't realise people don't care because the giant also halal one. So what make us different? Jadi pendek cerita, we spend a lot of money on expanding peti ais and the stock in it. Kan, lepas tu kedai tak bayar. So again, when that did not work, I should stop.
Yes. You should cut your losses, right?
I should have cut the loss.
Yes.
But kita dah belajar, never ever give up. Now I call it apa nama dia? Toxic positivity.
Toxic positivity. Yes.
Very dangerous. In business, what I learned the hard way is you cannot have toxic positivity. I was so positive, like I have been brainwashed during my MLM time. And never ever give up.
Yes.
Even though the numbers say otherwise. So imagine I lost all the money. Pendek cerita, I lost all the money and I became inferior.
As in
as a person, emotionally, I lost
inferior
everything. And like I started the business thinking of I can be a millionaire. Yes, I did. I became a millionaire in debt.
You had more than $1 million in debt.
Jutawan jugalah, jutawan hutang.
Hutang.
I think banyak SME, banyak usahawan go through the same journey with me. Kan, semua orang ada cerita kejatuhan. And also during those time tu lah jumpa fast, I became a seminar junkie. I started to find answers. Macam mana nak buat bisnes bagi jadi. I spend dah lah duit modal dah habis. Kan, lepas tu nak belajar, kena keluar duit lagi.
Yeah, but I just want to interject, right? That is a really good point, because not just Hanif, but even our previous guest Rina as well. They were when they went for, okay, so this is further along the times than that. But when they went for Tony Robbins, they were having a tough financial time as well.
Yeah.
And then when you talk about how at that time Hanif was millions of ringgit in debt, he still found a way to find the resources to attend seminars to upgrade himself. So it's like a lot of times when we find people going for, say, preview seminars and so on and so forth, right? They have money in the bank and they're still unwilling to invest in themselves.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think it's also the idea that when your back's against the wall,
yes.
type of, when your back's against the wall, you choose differently.
Yeah.
Then if you teach me this a lot, right? Like the choices you make in abundance
Yes.
is different. So when you have money and you go to a preview seminar, you may not feel like you need it because you don't feel like you truly need it at that point in time.
And even me, right, when I went for my first seminar, MMI, in 2010, and the upsell was a package of 5 seminars called Quantum Leap, which was about 11,000 Singapore dollars. I didn't have 11,000 Singapore dollars in the bank, but I knew I wanted to go for it, so I found a way. And so this excuse that a lot of people make, I don't have the money, is really just is basically just saying I'm not resourceful enough. Yeah, sorry, man. So then that's when you met me. 2010, you.
2010, I started attending a lot of seminars. I think in the situation in that also, I think I managed to spend close to, I think, or close or more than 100,000 ringgit just paying my tuition fee. And masa tu kan, apa yang buat saya rasa lagi frust is I attended a lot of seminars, and most of the gurus, they tell me exactly what to do, step by step, everything. The problem is when I came back from the classes, when I wanted to start to implement, I got stuck.
Right.
Then I realized they don't really show the step by step how to do it. So they did, but not to the detailed, structured way. Yeah. So then that what kept me going. I know the answer must be out there. Otherwise, other people cannot be millionaire. Other people cannot be. Probably it's me who don't really understand. So that either the other thing is I don't have the resources to execute what I've learned. I lost all my money, and what money left spent on the tuition fee. So when I come back, I want to implement, I don't have the resources to execute. And then until I realized I got to reset my life. So I reset my life. Then I thought I just need to give myself a chance to step back and really think about what are my strengths. So then I discover what I have in me, my strength is I love to sell. I love to sell, and I can only sell things that I believe in. So that's where I, and like to start a business back then, I was inferior, rasa apa, takut, rasa macam what if I fail again. So serit. Nah, bukan serit, ada level trauma. Trauma kan, sebab imagine at that time I have to let go all my possession, harta semua dah tak ada, and from the one that very arrogant, I have to call my in-law asking the permission to stay with them to reset my life. And pendek cerita, but I know at that time I have one strength, I can sell. So I also learned from, I think, Grant Cardone. He said those who can sell will never run out of money.
Absolutely.
Those who can sell will never run out of money. And I forgot to focus on that strength for the past few years. So, and to sell what I believe in, not to sell anything. And because when I sell what I believe in, the conviction, the power, the passion, the fire is different. Then what I believe in was education. I love education, and that's where I volunteered to work with one of Malaysian celebrity, Nazrul Idrus. So I started, and he offered me to become his GM, and I started selling the program. To back then, our client was a bank. We sell sales program. So Nash and I both, we were in sales before, and our sales method is proven, bring result. That what we have been doing for the past 10 years. Then after that, after I think after 3 years, Nash found another opportunity. So he wanted to climb another higher mountain. He wanted to create a business that help startup to go for IPO. And like I said just now, I only sell the thing that I believe in. So the new venture that Nash wanted to do is the thing that I don't understand. So I thought, it's okay, Nash, I don't understand the game. It will take time for me to understand the game. I think I cannot follow you for the next venture. Then at that junction of time, masa tu ada satu persona in Malaysia. One lady suddenly appear in the market and claim she's the number one leadership guru in Malaysia. And I was intrigued. I was in the industry for about 10 years. I've attended, I know all the players locally, internationally. I've attended like almost all the known guru, sifu in Malaysia and also in Singapore. It's like, who's on earth dare to claim she's the number one leadership guru in Malaysia? I was intrigued and very curious. So with my judgmental mindset, I attended her one day program. Satu hari punya program. So very judgmental. The typical
cynic, right? You're like there.
Yeah.
You went in.
The typical seminar game in Malaysia is like one day, that's a preview to share. Then sure, after at the end of the day, they will do the upsell and all. Kan free lah konon. Lepas tu kat belakang kena bookstore kan, charge puluh ribu. Itu that's typical. Semua seminar player will do that kind of offer.
Standard structure.
So I was very skeptical, judgmental, and thinking of she will do the same too. And then I attended the first day, look at the registration. Wah, dapat mengerus. Yang ni semua ni nak create feel good factor ni. It's a part of a closing strategy. Bagi makan ice cream,
I know what you're doing.
I know you're doing.
I know your game.
I've seen this many times. I know the game. And when she started teaching, one by one, she started to share. From being very skeptical and judgmental, then I realized what she was sharing was so valuable. These were the answers I've been looking for the past 10 years. I spent ton of money just to look for this answer. How she structured to grow the business, to plan, to calculate. What amazed me was when, I know all business class will say this. You need to have vision and mission. But they never show me the classes that I've attended. I haven't found any formula. How do I quantify the vision? So when she said, I can help you to quantify your vision, that catches my attention. Like, how on earth you quantify a concept, an idea?
So she said the very thing that you were
Yeah,
actually
that one triggered me
looking for?
first. That one like from I think after 1 hour in the class, we like shit. You can quantify an idea and concept and aspiration. Wow, I think this is something.
When I first attended a class by this person, I mean, eventually, I guess we're all gonna say it, right? So I just might as well say it now, right? So when I first attended Ibu's class, and then she said that she can quantify a concept. Also, it got my attention because how do you quantify something qualitative?
Yeah.
Right? Like, how is that possible? But again, what I say is like a lot of people don't understand. Millions of dollars have been invested into her brain by the smartest people in the world have taught her. So then when she gave, it's okay. And then when she gave the answers, I'm like, oh,
Easy?
actually simple je.
Yeah, I'm very curious right now.
I guess you're just going to have to.
I guess I'm
It's
just
not
gonna
that
have to
so
go.
complex and difficult.
Yeah.
But I think that's what entrepreneurs need the most.
Yeah.
To quantify their aspiration.
Correct.
To quantify their dream so that they know how to create their business roadmap and how to set the tone, the speed of their business. Otherwise, what happened to me is I was too rushed to expand and grow the business. So that made me lost all my money. You know, like when she showed step by step to quantify the business, actually it's okay. I don't have to compare my speed with other people's speed because I know my strength, I know my uniqueness. As long as I always on the right track to go to that vision. So I think what happened to a lot of SME, to a lot of entrepreneur, they try to push their effort to grow the business. Sebab tu kalau dalam benda ni dalam kalau baca buku Scaling Up, siapa nama dia? So he introduced a concept called the Valley of Death.
Yes.
Lembah kehancuran.
Vern
Harnish. Vern Harnish. So the concept was this. According to Vern, if you start a business, let's say lah, kalau kita pernah duduk kat kampung kan, kalau kita duduk kat kampung ada satu kedai runcit ni, kan, dah 30 years lah daripada kita kecil, daripada kita baby dia ada sampailah kita dah ada anak balik ada lagi. Kan, sama juga kedai makan, betul tak? Mesti ada.
Yes.
Yeah, I know a few places like that.
Yeah, a lot of places like that because they never try to grow that business. They can remain at that size happily.
Yes.
They have no problem. You know, they can stay there.
Yes.
If those who try to not expanding their business, okay, no problem. But for those who started to grow their business, most of them will fail. Betul tak kalau kita tengok kan kedai-kedai kat kampung, okay je, dah 30 tahun dah. Dah ada anak dia pula ganti. Relax je. Tapi kenapa ramai orang fail? Sebab they try to grow their business. They will enter a stage where they will fall. And they will start again with a different business. And that cycle is keep on repeating. Kan? So let's say satu kedai makan kecil bolehlah buat satu hari 1,000, let's say 2,000 top kalau kedai makan kan. So dia dapat buat 30 to 60,000 ringgit a month with PAT, let's say 10%, kan. 6,000 okay apa duduk kat kampung. 6,000 tak payah pening kepala apa semua. And so kalau 20% profit after tax lagi best, 12,000 5 figure. Selesa tak hidup? Easy. So they can remain comfortable life.
Why take the risk of growing when you're already so comfortable, right?
So kalau kita tengok ada orang yang berniaga kat pasar malam kan, dah 10 tahun dah berniaga pasar malam, okay je, 5 figure income. The moment they start to grow their business, things will change. Most people fail when they grow their business. So then when Ibu showed that journey, you know, the roadmap, you know, actually we can plan to grow the business safely. because we will grow the business phase by phase, not like macam kalau ayam tu dia nak bertelur, imagine ayam tu nak bertelur, dia baru keluar kepala, lepas tu kita kesian tengok dia, susah lah dia nak bertelur, kita tolong kopek telur-telur tu. Rasa ayam tu boleh survive tak?
You're doing more harm than good lah.
Actually you're doing more harm than good. Sebab that chicken need to struggle to survive.
Yes.
I think same with business. If you try to shortcut the success, then you will fall.
Absolutely.
They will die faster. So when Ibu Hanif showed that, I was like, wow, actually this is what I've been looking for. How, because everybody else will tell me you need to go fast, grow fast, exponential growth. Exponential growth will kill most businesses.
Yes. Well, I think the way that people describe exponential growth is, right, they ignore the first part. They ignore the first part where your growth is actually takes a very long time and it's only 1% growth over the next 5 or 6 years where you're not really, it doesn't look like you're growing. But only when it starts to compound then so I won't say more explosive growth.
Yes.
Yeah. What they all want is explosive growth. I mean, today I decide I want to grow, tomorrow I grow 10x, 20x, 30x. So that's kind of like, but you haven't done the groundwork. It's like, I think the analogy would be they want to have the bamboo growth, but they don't want the 7 years where you have to water the bamboo.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Chinese bamboo is fantastic analogy.
Love it.
You have to water it for 7 years and you don't see anything.
Nothing above the soil.
Above the soil. But suddenly, after 7 years, it will take less than 2 weeks to grow above 5 feet.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But it takes time. Growth takes process.
Yes,
and we cannot ignore the process. So that's what I learned. Okay, so pendek cerita, when Ibu showed that, okay lah. First time I was amazed. Okay, but also I think I got some guru out there also can do this. So okay, I'm still, but it start to open my mind. Then suddenly she introduced another tool. Now you have 10 years roadmap. Now let me show you how to break down your 10 years roadmap into annual game plan. I think that was.
So whatever she taught that caught your attention was not even the what do you call this? Was not even the special weapon. There was something else that came after that was even more detailed than what was the word that you used earlier, to quantifying your vision.
That's just the start. I know what Hanif was talking about. Like when he's talking about that one day program. I see, because I've seen Ibu do that. Like say in Johor. Right. So like that's literally like the start. Like the first half hour or first 1 hour. And it already is like mind blowing. Right. Now what he's talking about now is like later on in the day.
Later on in the same day.
It's the same
in the
training.
same day. Then she showed another tool. Okay, now you know your 10 years game. Okay, you need to break down into 3 phases, but it didn't stop there. It's not enough. You have to study your annual game plan according to that roadmap. And she introduced a tool. How can you convert the annual game plan into monthly game? And okay, everybody said that. You have to break down your goal, a term like BHAG, Big Hairy Audacious Goal, if you read Jim Collins. So everybody talk about it. Okay, so we know the idea of BHAG. We need to have that BHAG. The question is, how do I break down that BHAG into actionable action ataupun actionable plan? So, and how do I connect every processes in the business to create a connected formula to bring in the revenue consistently. So then she introduced a tool called scorecard. Scorecard. I think if you understand scorecard, basically that really will help you to maneuver your business way in day-to-day basis. Because when I was an entrepreneur, the only focus, I'm still an entrepreneur. When I was starting my business, kan, kita punya mindset is business is all about sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Kenapa saya jatuh? Because I ignored the operation part. I ignored other thing except sales and marketing. Jadi bila scorecard tu ibu tunjukkan macam mana everything must be connected, everything must be balanced. Your leads come in, make sure takkan ada bottleneck in term of fulfillment or customer service. You know, everything must be balanced. I think that's what lacking. Every entrepreneur, when they start to grow their business, they ignore the fundamental. They only focus on sales and marketing. That's very, very dangerous. Because one of my mentors said, marketing will magnify everything.
Yeah.
If your business is good, marketing will magnify it. But if you have a lot of flaws, marketing will magnify it. So imagine, you spend tons of money on marketing, yet your customer service is bad. Marketing will magnify that experience.
Absolutely.
So that's the danger
I've
of
heard that as
marketing.
well.
And most people are doing that.
Yes. Because I think when you look at a lot of businesses, right, like you said, if they are not getting the profit that they are hoping to get, they think that the problem is sales and marketing.
Correct.
Not enough money is coming to the company. But then they don't ask, why is it that money that comes into the company is not going into my pocket? Right? So is it because we have too many refunds? Is it because, and too many refunds maybe because we are not fulfilling properly? Is it because we are not cost efficient? So there are a lot of reasons, and it's not always because your sales and marketing is lousy. You could be, and we know a lot of companies that make a lot of sales and are still not as profitable as they'd like to be. It's because their internal processes are just not efficient.
Actually, for the past 5 years, when I start doing teaching and consulting, I'm not impressed anymore with
By
those
sales numbers.
by sales number. I'm not impressed anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You can make 10 million a month, a year. You can make 20 million a year. Next question, I will ask, how much is your profit?
Yeah.
And what I found out is those who are make like 3 million a month can enjoy higher profit than those who make 10 million a year.
Yeah.
3 million a year can enjoy higher profit than 10 million a year.
Yeah.
So why
Absolutely.
waste your effort on 10 million game if your profit is less than those who make 3 million a year?
Yeah.
Because you triple your effort, the
Correct.
complexity of the business,
Yes.
just to get the same amount,
Yes.
your stress level, you know.
This is what people don't understand. Let's say I explain to people, right? Why is it you don't have more staff? People ask me in my company, say, why is it you don't have more staff? I'm like, you're a big company, right? Why is it you don't have more staff? Then my next question is, why do I need more staff? It's not like the staff I have now are completely bogged down with work. They're not, right? Oh, why is it all your staff are not in Singapore? Why do I need to hire my staff in Singapore? Like, I don't need to make my business more complex to make it more profitable. In fact, the simpler it is, so I'm so happy, right? Like, my company can make maybe $300,000 in revenue, but I keep most of it. I don't need 3 million in revenue. I just need $300,000 in revenue, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I did literally nothing, So why?
But the
don't make it
interesting
complex?
part is they are proud of their revenue.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
looking at the right things, right?
They're proud of
I
their
think you
revenue,
are
but they're
looking
not.
at the wrong indicator.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're measuring their success on the wrong thing.
On the
Yeah.
wrong thing.
Yeah.
I think what matters to most of us, must matter, not what matter, must matter is the profit, the bottom line, not the revenue.
Absolutely.
You can make 10 million if your profit is 100,000. What for you make that 10 million?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can make 1 million and my profit also
Yeah.
100,000.
Correct. I if I were just to add one thing to that, right? Like the one thing that both of us have learned that maybe a lot of other people realize, wealth is determined not by how much money you bring in.
Correct.
Wealth is determined by time. So it's how much money versus how much time you took to put it in. If you make $100,000 and you had to put in 1 hour into it and it keeps coming back every year, I take that over making 10 million of revenue and making $100,000 a year. Yeah.
So the success on the revenue will blind a lot of people.
Yes.
They started to change their lifestyle and all, because I make 10 million a year, man. Or 1 million a month. I can upgrade my lifestyle. And they don't even bother to check the performance of their bottom line, the profit. And that will eat away all the margin. So that scorecard does. Keep on monitoring the number.
Actually,
the numbers that matter.
So actually, to me, when Hanif says this, right, I feel like the scorecard is like an entrepreneur come engineer's wet dream. It's their wet dream because it's like essentially data and processes in business.
That's what it sounds like.
That tool will give you a peace of mind. Like you always know the direction or the challenges or the struggle. Kalau kita bawa kereta ni kan, bila nak tekan minyak, bila nak tekan brake, bila nak drop gear, bila nak cruise. Because that's the business journey. It's not a smooth cruise.
No, you have to change
a lot
gears
of
sometimes.
A lot of challenges. But we need tool to tell us. Okay, bro, you need to slow down. You're going too fast. If you don't slow down, nanti akan ada speed trap, sure kena saman. That indicator, kalau Waze kan, speed trap kan dia dah bagi tahu dah, slow down.
Speed trap,
speed camera ahead.
Speed camera ahead kan. Dia kata okay, dia tengok Waze tu, dia dah nampak dah merah tu. Okay, time to slow down. Like benda-benda macam tu. So, but without that tools, macam mana kita drive kita punya kereta? Top speed all the time. Imagine your how overwhelmed you will feel. Kalau you ambil satu kereta, kita ambil Mercedes lah, tak payah kereta Ferrari. Kan? You drive Mercedes at 200 km per hour all the way. Penat tau.
Keluar kereta menggeletar.
Stress. Kan? Kita tak ada, you will not have time to enjoy the scenery at all.
Yes. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process.
The scenery.
So I think banyak usahawan, they drive the business like that.
They just want to get to that.
You masuk kereta, tekan tu sampai flat. Top speed all the way. Itu nama dia suicide. Sebab tu ramai orang crash. They don't know. They don't even know where the brake pedal is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kan? Too late bila dah suicide. Kereta total loss. Kena beli kereta baru. Buat balik business from ground zero again. So I think sebagai usahawan, benda tu perlu. It's not about the next mountain to climb. It's about the process first. Fix the process. Identify the process. So
lepas tu day one, one day tu, after what happened after the one day?
This is all the one day.
Not yet. Haven't finished. Still got some more.
Ada lagi. Lepas tu okay, fine. Power. Okay, but it's still planning. Everybody can plan. Still skeptical.
Yes.
Okay, everybody, okay, number. So what with the number? I want the execution plan. Then he showed me. Okay, step by step, how to execute. That one, okay lah. I can amazed already. Then, what really blown my mind, and when she introduced another tool, what to do when that number went off the grid. We call 5-step method in problem solving and decision making. I think that really blown me off. Because we learn to set the goal, to calculate, to break down. Banyak buku semua cakap macam tu. Simple. It's a knowledge that you can learn how to break down the goal. Kan? Lepas tu, we also learn. You can learn from many people, many gurus. Semua cakap, it's all about making correction. Kalau kita nak pergi from planet Earth, we want to go to the moon by rocket, kan? Or kalau you travel naik flight, dia ada dia punya apa nama tu, map dia.
Yeah.
Kan? So most of the time kerja pilot is to do correction of the course.
Yes.
Because it will went off the
Correct, 'cause-
the trajectory.
How okay, let's say a rocket wants to leave Earth and go to the moon, right? How often do you think it's off course?
Of course, quite a lot of times.
Of course, of course it's
Of course, quite a lot of times.
it's off course over 90% of the
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
And over 90% of the time, the pilot's job is to course correct,
Yeah.
and eventually it'll get to the moon.
Yeah.
Even though it's off course 90% of the time.
90%. Same goes with life
Yes.
and also businesses.
Business.
Business is part of life.
That's right.
Our job is to make a correction.
Yes.
But most people, we don't know whether we off the trajectory or not.
Right.
How do you know whether you're off the track or not? You need somebody
You
to
need
A map,
a guided path.
Yeah.
We
with
need a
lights.
dashboard
you need a
to
dashboard.
tell us.
Yeah.
We need an
You need
indicator
ways.
to tell us. Even you have the indicator. So now, kalau kita drive, kan bawa kereta, pum keluar signal, minyak kena isi. Kalau kereta senang, dia cakap minyak kena isi. Kita tahu next course of action is cari petrol station. Kalau business, indicator dah keluar. So what? Macam nak buat? Then when Ibu showed me the tools, I was like, wow, ini yang usahawan ramai tak ada. Jadi dia shock sendiri.
Yes.
Dia shock sendiri lah. Indikator ni semua dah menyala-nyala. Tapi sebab tak apalah,
Tak nampak.
positive toxicity.
Nampak.
Kan, nampak semua. Cuma I think I can make it in time. I think my tire can last until I arrive at destination.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of assumption.
Yes.
A lot of game guessing.
Yeah.
Ini semua orang buat dalam business. So then what happened is crash. Jadi bila pendek cerita, after one day sampai kat hujung, I was waiting for, wow, this is a very wonderful program, very fantastic program. I want to learn more. Then Ibu Hanim ended the session. Sekian terima kasih. Assalamualaikum. And she left the stage.
Without selling.
Where's the selling? Where's the selling process? I want to buy. I want to learn more. This is good. I want to learn everything. One day cannot. Not enough. I want to learn. And that's all. The program stops there. I was waiting for next email invitation. Would you like, mailing list? Typical seminar program.
Yeah.
This is my next program. Blah blah blah. None. So
Yeah, I remember this. I remember Hanif told me this. I was at the Arabic restaurant, not the one in the JW Marriott. We were at an Arabic restaurant, Jalan Tun Razak, right? And he told me about this amazing leadership guru. Clearly, I never heard of her before either, and I'm in the seminar in this industry as a player, right? And I said, wow, she was amazing. She did this, and then she never sell, bro. I'm like, huh? I'm completely perplexed. I'm like, her content is so good. People want to learn more. She never sell. Okay. But this is also where the beauty of the story is.
yeah. So that one, then I was compelled. I felt like it is my obligation. I know a lot of entrepreneurs out there really need this kind of knowledge. Proven, very expensive, valuable
Very valuable.
knowledge. It's like kalau saya boleh jatuh hukumnya adalah wajib tak belajar berdosa. Bukan sunat, bukan makruh. Ni dah jadi wajib. Because I've been there.
Yes.
I've been there. I totally understand, and I also observing those who are starting the journey. I know when they will fall. Like dah jadi pattern. It's a pattern. When you grow, you will fall. Then you have to restart again, grow again, fall again. The question is until when? Sampai bila Malaysia nak akan ada startup yang akan pergi ke scale up punya size until we can proudly say kita ada startup, our own brand yang dah jadi public listed company. None. Sebab takkan jadi, sebab they keep repeating the same game. So I felt that at that time if I don't do anything, nobody will enjoy the benefit of the knowledge and Ibu Hanim's experiences. So I gather my strength. I took courage to PM her. You know, I applied. Actually, before that, she posted in Facebook. She was looking for a protege. It's like, wow, this is my opportunity.
Yeah.
I really want to
I
learn
like this story.
because she didn't sell the program. So the only way to learn is by becoming the protege. So I volunteered. I applied, but no response for 1 month. Okay, so okay lah. I thought I'm not being accepted. So I took courage to PM her, and she responded, and I came to see her, and I tell her, Ibu, I have one strength. I can sell anything that I believe in. I wanted to sell you. Sell me? Yeah, I wanted to sell your knowledge. Because I know who need your knowledge the most, and I really believe in your knowledge. I've attended so many seminars, business program, but I couldn't find one close what you are offering. So then pendek cerita, she accepted. At that time she told me, Hanif, ibu tak ada duit nak bayar gaji. Ibu buat ni sebagai hobi. Kan? Kan ibu betul-betul nak tolong usahawan, but sebagai hobi, tak pernah nak fikir real business apa semua. So tak apa, ibu, this is what I need to survive a month. You just help me to cover my very basic expenses. Saving semua tak payah cerita. Kita saving expenses. So then after that we started the journey, and I was frightened. Oh shit, how do I sell this? So I called Fast.
Oh, this was awesome. Yeah.
Fast. I commit to sell an expensive program. Can how do I do you have any structure, like I can approach people? So Fast gave me 2 type of script. One we call discovery call,
Desire
call, and one is discovery call. Okay, but Fast showed me how to do this, and then I realized that if I were to execute this, it will take a lot of time. I have to do 2 calls.
Yes.
Like to close one prospect, I need to spend about. It will take me about a week.
Yeah,
So
fair enough. Yeah.
I think I need to improvise. What I did was I combined the 2 call in 1 call. So now, from a week sales cycle to get their decision, I can sell 35,000 program in 2 hours. So every day, like I can close 3 person, so I can make about 100,000 every day. So, and we started with small number until now. Already we are starting a new batch 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to interject here as well, is that what Hanif did when he plucked up the courage and approached Ibu, of course it took courage to say that I only need you to cover my expenses first. But the skill that he used was the skill that a lot of people undervalue. Is called structuring. Structuring means my base, I only need this. But whatever we bring in together and work on together, we then we have some kind of split or whatever. So basically you structure it as low base, high variable. So I think that too many entrepreneurs are very focused on getting a high base, no variable. They just want, everybody wants certainty. Everybody wants to know how much they're going to make. Real entrepreneurs who are absolutely confident in themselves will accept a low base if they need it. If they don't need it, they just take a high variable. I will go in with you, I'll profit share with you, it'll be 50-50, and I'm good with it. So that's a really important point I wanted to highlight, because it is a real skill that gives you that agility to create deals that just didn't exist if you didn't understand structuring.
And to add on top of that, Faz,
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur or as a salesperson or as a marketer, first, what I was doing is I add value first.
Absolutely.
I prove myself first. So same goes like when you want to close a deal or you want to get a client or customer. You know, like in business, if you sell a product, you can give trial or free sample. Just prove yourself first that your product is superior.
Yes.
How
Absolutely.
on earth people can enjoy the benefit of a product if you don't spend or take the risk of giving away some of your gift? I think this is very powerful concept that must be understood by many. Give first. Don't sell first. You give first. Let them taste the benefit of your product.
First one's free, bro.
First one's free.
Yeah, but you need to structure it properly. The
Yes.
back end offer,
Yes.
how do you do the upselling?
Correct.
You know, because when the product is so good, they wanted more.
Yeah.
But if they don't have chance to even taste or experience your product or your services,
Correct.
how are you going to create an awareness or educate them about the product? Because it's all about building trust.
Yes.
So I think that's what I did lah. I just need this. You pay me very little.
Yes.
Let me prove myself. So what I did was I took away the fear. I
Yes.
removed the fear.
This is a really important point, especially in sales, right? When people want to buy, I'm not saying people want to be sold. Nobody wants to be sold, but people want to buy. Everybody will want to minimize their risk of loss.
Yeah.
What Hanif does is he minimized the risk of loss, because I mean, I know that he is very humble and saying this is really just all I need, right? But what he did was he used that as an opportunity to put his foot in the door, prove himself indispensable. Like, it's just stupid value if I don't give you what you're worth, because I lose more than I stand to gain.
Yeah.
You know, so that I think was really insightful. And also, I just want to say, based on this also, is that in my experience, because very quickly after that, Hanif introduced me to Ibu, and I seen what he's done in terms of the delivery. His experience his decades of experience in the seminar industry helped him transform the delivery. So Ibu's knowledge plus the delivery in which it is now given after it has integrated all those seminar techniques is out of this world, like literally out of this world. Yeah. And then
Okay. Since Faz mentioned that, you know, like I've attended so many seminars, I thought all of that was a waste. You know, previously. Previously, I thought, shit, I spent hundreds, thousands of dollars or ringgit, but I couldn't apply it.
Yeah.
When I met Ibu, I gathered back all the knowledge, all the skill. When I put into this business, I helped to grow the business together with Ibu Hanim. Wow. Now I feel like, you know,
It was all worth it.
rupanya all those things is reserved
Yeah.
for me to put in this one
Yeah.
place.
They were getting you prepared
Yes.
for this.
correct.
So, sebab tu kadang-kadang dalam hidup ni kan, kita tak boleh nampak tau what will happen to us in the future.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say, trust the process. Nothing will go into waste. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's preparing you to become somebody. Bambu Cina, the Chinese bamboo, buluh Cina, kan? For the first 7 years, it's like, you know,
Nothing happens.
for those, and most people they gave up
Yes.
because dah tak larat, dah penat dah, nak buat apa lagi? But if keep on watering, but you need to know lah, that's a direct tree.
Yes.
If you truly believe in yourself and what you are doing, one day,
Yeah.
when the right moment arrive, you will flourish. Sama macam business pun sama. Cuma that's why I said I will only do or sell or do business that I have belief in it. It's no longer about money. Ramai orang buat business nak duit. It's not about for a cause, not about for a mission, not about to help or to transform people. They just want to have the money. Duit ni motivasi kering.
Yes.
When you don't see the result, you will stop.
Yeah.
But if you truly believe in one thing, even you don't see the result yet, but you know the progress is on track. You will have the passion, you boleh sabar because you believe in it. So kalau nak buat business, buat sesuatu not because of money. Jangan buat sebab duit. You akan rasa sangat-sangat penat, you akan rasa overwhelmed, and sebab tu banyak founder they go into depression and anxiety stage. Banyak sangat. Terlampau nak kejar duit and lifestyle. I need to keep up with my friend who successful. Tapi bila kita faham the journey of entrepreneur, bila kita tengok ada orang naik laju, kita yang tengok dia akan jatuh satu hari nanti. So biar kita slow, tapi kita sampai pada kita punya visi tu dalam keadaan selamat. I think selamat tu tak best sangat, dalam keadaan fulfilling. I think what I'm doing right now, even though I don't make like 10 million, 20 million, but that fulfillment is more expensive. I think fulfillment is the best feeling ever. Kan? Knowing that you already add value, you solve other people's problem,
You made a difference.
deliver what they need, you make a difference in other people's life. Benda tu, I think no money
Cannot
in the
buy back.
whole wide world can give you that experience.
Yeah.
The satisfaction, balik tidur, best. Imagine you are living your passion on daily basis.
Yeah.
Just because you are doing something that you believe in.
Yeah.
Benda tu yang usahawan kena betulkan mindset dia. Then the best part is when you focus on your passion, what you believe in, what do you stand for, duit tu senang je datang.
Alhamdulillah.
Terbalik kan?
Terbalik.
You just go for that. Tiba-tiba duit akan datang. Sebab apa? When you solve problem, people will pay for it.
Yes.
When you solve a bigger problem, you will attract bigger money because people pay more.
Yeah.
So kenapa nak kejar duit?
Yeah.
And just focus on how do add value, how do I solve problem. Cuma benda tu concept. Solve problem, add value is a concept. You need to derive a mechanism to properly add value. Jadi ini benda-benda, perkara-perkara yang Ibu Hanim structure. Add value pun ada step bang. Kita cakap kan, kalau motivasi, add value, solve problem. How do you solve problem in the marketing context, sales context, operation context, production context, finance context? Sampai ni dia ajar. As I said, this is what the entrepreneur need. Then once I believe in it, now after that, bila kita dah, when we started to grow, I think we have more than 300 companies already go through the program. Then I realized one thing. Then I asked myself, is there anybody that already completed our program? It's a 5-month program, 5 module, compulsory module to cover, very powerful. Is there anybody that has successfully implemented all this?
Yeah.
And the answer is no. Even though, but the best part is, even though they already implement like 20%, 30%, I've seen massive growth, massive change, massive transformation in their business. Then I start thinking, what if I can help any of them to implement 100%? What will happen to the organization? Imagine 20%, or let's say lah, kita ambil tinggi sikit, 30% implementation, we already has helped a lot of business transform from 30,000 a month to arrive to a stage to almost 1 million a month consistently for the past few years. 20% implementation. Imagine I can push the implementation to 100% implementation and add some more value. So that when Ibu and I, we decided to create another company. Yeah, so kata, Ibu, kita dah buat benda ni dah 5 tahun. Kan? Semua basically Alhamdulillah, we have arrived to a stage that people know your reputation, know your credibility, know what you're offering is very, very good and needed by entrepreneur. But we are facing another challenges, which is the implementation part. If I don't do anything, if you don't do anything, then these people will always remain at the surface value.
Yeah.
Nobody can successfully implement. So I think I want to help them. I really want to bring this knowledge, powerful knowledge, valuable knowledge to a stage where I can proudly say this company, this business has implemented 100%. So that's why recently we created a new company, consultation. I don't teach on stage anymore. But now I still supporting that role. But eventually I will not apa takkan transition. So my focus now is I will go in their office. I will stay there. I will observe everything. I will help to implement semua benda yang saya cerita tadi lah. All the wonderful knowledge, powerful module. So at site.
So these are companies that are already equipped with the knowledge, but they haven't implemented 100% of what they have learned.
Yes. Because I believe, this is what I believe, and this is basically our aspiration. I want Ibu Hanim and I, we really want to create unicorn company. What is unicorn company? Company that has valuation over 1 billion USD. 1 billion USD. Tak boleh kita ambil Malaysia, 1 billion ringgit from our student. So I truly believe Ibu Hanim's knowledge is the starting point to bring this company towards that journey. So that's my mission right now. That's why I want to. We started these new services. Kita nak incubate as many company as possible. Even though they want to go to IPO, no problem. But definitely they will able to turn their business into a turnkey business. If they sell the business also, they can demand like 10 times value, 10x the value of the business. So now they can, if they choose to retire, they can retire. Or if they choose to leave the company to their kids, the next generation, they are able to do that. So that's my mission right now.
Turnkey business.
Turnkey business.
I know what a turnkey business is. What is a turnkey business for the benefit of our viewers?
Turnkey business is like you're driving a car. Okay, you enter the car. Kalau sekarang banyak kereta dah keyless. Kalau kereta dulu-dulu kalau kereta dulu-dulu you press in the key, you turn the key, and all the engine will start running. All the engine will start running. You don't have to know about the parts of the engine. You just need to know how to drive the car. So basically a turnkey business where you can sell your business to another driver. So that driver just need to turn the key and drive. It doesn't mean the driver don't do anything. The driver must drive. The driver the driver must understand how the dashboard is working, how the gear is working, the direction, but the driver just need to drive. That will pushes the value of the business to another level.
Absolutely.
And you know, like you are able to attract a lot of investor. You can go to scale your business faster because it is a turnkey business. So very powerful. And Ibu Hanim's knowledge are able to create that turnkey business.
I had a few questions, but they were answered.
I think we've covered a lot. I think we covered a
Yeah.
lot. The conversation is very organic.
That was a if I can say so myself, that was a pretty heavy episode for me personally, and Faz kind of knows my journey. When I started out of college, I worked different jobs. Worked in a cafe, and then I worked in a marketing agency. And this marketing agency, when you were talking about businesses that grow too fast and scale too quickly because they're chasing something, that resonated with me, because I was in a company like that. I was in a company that we were proud of growing from a 5-man team to a 45-man team. We were proud of breaking the 1 million mark a year. At one point, we made about 3 million a year. But what we didn't see was making 3 million a year costed us 1.5 million a year. Yeah, and that was the point where the business started to break and started to falter. We had massive layoffs, and eventually, once we did the layoffs, we tried to sustain back to a 5-man team, a 6-man team, but it wasn't the same because after going through such a massive change, your decision making is different. Yeah, you become fearful. You become wary of the different things that come with growing a business. But and once I left that company and I started to go out on my own, I had the same mindset still because belum unlearn. I haven't unlearned a lot of things. So I wanted to go fast and fast and fast and fast. And when I finally found someone that could teach me something valuable about becoming sustainable, I thought that it meant I could go faster, right? But what it actually meant was that I can go slower. And that shifted my business philosophy. That shifted the way that I look at how to run a business, because I am no longer fooled by the speed at which I grow, because it doesn't mean success. You know, like every dollar that comes in is not all positive stuff like that. You know, so as you were telling your story, I just wanted to say that resonated with me, and I felt like I could relate to that so much. And I know that there are other people who will listen to this episode or who will watch this episode on YouTube who may be in the same position that I am in or that you were, and they will also resonate with this very much. You know.
Okay, to add one more thing,
Yeah.
because you said about the mindset
Yeah.
of growing the business.
Yeah.
So when we grow a business of
Yeah.
5-man team, for
Yeah.
example, you must be the most intelligent person of that business.
Yeah.
Growing 5-man team.
Yeah.
You must know everything about the business.
Yeah.
Okay. However, when you want to go to another level,
Yeah.
from 5-man team to 20, 30
Yeah.
man team,
Yeah.
you cannot be
The
the
one who knows
most
everything.
knowledgeable of the business.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Yeah.
So that's where the leader got stuck,
Mm-hmm.
because the leader still want to be the expert
Yes.
Yeah.
in the business. Cannot. When you want to grow the business, you must be the generalist.
Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot be the expert. Otherwise, your business will stuck at your knowledge.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's where you need to. That's where you need to really identify or develop what we call subject matter expert or process expert.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So like it reminds me of a quote by Walter Ogilvy, David Ogilvy, Ogilvy lah, from O&M, right? He says that if we continue hiring people who are inferior to us, we will be a company of dwarfs. But when we start to hire people who are only better than us, we will become a company of giants. So like I think this is also part of that founder ego lah. Let's say ego lah, right? They want to be the big guy.
Yeah.
You're not the big guy because you're the smartest guy. Actually, you're stupid. If you want to be the smartest guy in the room, then you're stupid. You will always stay there.
Yeah.
Right? But smart people always know that there's other people smarter than them.
Yep.
And the beauty of being a business owner is to hire smarter employees than you.
Yeah.
However,
Not too smart. Please share this formula. This is important. You guys gotta learn this formula.
it's very dangerous,
Yeah.
That's sebab tu growing a business is not linear.
Yeah.
You know the formula. If I everybody say this. Siapa founder Ford?
Henry Ford.
Henry
Yeah,
Ford
Henry
said,
Ford.
I will hire intelligent people.
Yeah.
More intelligent people than me to work for me, to become my employee, to
Yeah.
run the business
Yeah.
because they know better than me. However, it's not as easy as that.
Yeah.
The moment you go out and buy talent,
Mm.
what will happen is the talent will come in bringing their exposure, their experiences, their level to your organisation.
Mhm.
Ini masalah dia. Masalah dia apa? Bila dia masuk, dia akan bawa culture tempat lama. Dia akan bawa their previous expectation to come in. So when you buy talent, if you don't have the right culture in the organisation, it will create a lot of chaos in the organisation.
Mhm.
So sebab tu bila banyak orang fail bila mereka beli talent. Kan? Bila talent masuk kan, sebab apa? This talent they come from a huge corporation, public listed company, everything prepared for, unlimited budget, and they come to SME or a company that haven't grow yet. Kan? Kalau SME ni semua benda duit sendiri. Kan? So kita kena jadi agile and at the same time kena kedekut. Tapi talent ni datang expecting with the
you come
previous
from
unlimited budget,
yeah.
public listed company.
Yeah.
I want 10 people, dapat 10 orang. Tapi dia masuk SME, I want 10 people, I can give you only 2. Sebab tu to get on board talent from outside without having strong aspiration, without having strong culture, you will get wrong talent. So macam mana kita nak cari talent yang sanggup go down to earth? Kalau sebab SME ni dia agile kan?
Yeah.
Sekejap aku okay, sekejap aku tak okay. Time aku tak okay, we do everything together.
Yeah.
Even though you are talented, dulu pernah jadi GM mana-mana corporation, tapi time kita kena turun padang, we have to sell, do the cold knocking doors, you must be able to do that. That's the problem with this. They are not used to dirty their hand on the ground. Sebab tu nak beli talent ni kena betul-betul get on board the right people. Yang ada humility,
Yes.
yang ada
Hungry willing to learn.
grow,
Yeah.
and also the most importantly, they are smart with people. 3 combination ni, humble, hungry, smart, this is what required to bring in the talent. Otherwise, you are looking only on their competency,
Yes.
only on their experience,
Correct.
skills and knowledge.
Yeah.
Then they come in, they will do a lot of damage for the
Correct.
organization.
Yeah, and that's also the thing that I think it's very dangerous, because when you bring in the people just because of their just because they're smart or just because of their talent, as opposed to because of their attitude. Talent can be transferred. Attitude is difficult to change. I mean, we see this all the time in different companies, but if you look at my favorite company, Manchester United Football Club, right? Like for a long time, we were bringing in talent that had bad attitude. Now, the coach doesn't look only at talent. You have to have the right attitude first, and then you must have talent, and then you could potentially be a Manchester United player.
So again, building a business requires process. You need to
The right
trust the
process,
process. You need to believe everything is all about timing. You cannot rush the process. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride, enjoy the fall, and focus on the process, not on the result. Because I think to end this, I like to share what I learned from Atomic Habit.
Yeah. Awesome. I love that
Who's
book.
the author? Actually, it's a concept that I'm quite familiar with. Previously, I was introduced with a be, do, have
Have,
concept.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the name of this author, Atomic Habit. He introduced a similar concept. He called it outcome, system, identity. You set the outcome just to identify what are the right system that can bring you to the outcome.
Yep.
Then
James Clear, by the
James
way.
Clear.
Yeah.
Then you focus on the outcome. You focus on the strengthening the system, not the outcome anymore. But you need the outcome to create the system.
Yep.
Then next stage is you need to find people with the right belief system, with the right identity that fit to the culture
Yes.
to run the system. Otherwise, if you get a wrong person that who don't believe in the system, then it won't bring you to the outcome that you need. And most people, we only focus on the outcome.
Yes.
We don't work on the system that bring you to outcome, and you
Yes.
don't get the right people to work on the system to achieve the outcome. So don't forget the outcome. Use the outcome as our feedback mechanism only to improve and correct our system. Inshallah, it will bring you to the outcome that you want.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I mean, I would love to share more about that, but I think it's about time for us to wrap up today's episode. It's been jam-packed with value. There's just so much to learn.
A lot.
Yeah, from today's episode. I'm so glad we had you on, Hanif, today. You're always welcome on the show. If you ever want to share any more knowledge, just come on, just let me know, and we'll have you on. Thank you very much for taking the time, and we look forward to seeing you on sometime in the future.
Yeah,
It's
very
my
soon in the
pleasure.
future,
Thank you,
hopefully.
Faz and Afiq, for getting me on board.
No problem.
All right.
We enjoyed it. Thank you.